Hey guys, Jessie here from Urban Legends Antiques. I had got these coasters from an estate sale. They were in their original packaging. They're very nice. They're soapstone coasters. I just didn't like the colors of them or that they said live, laugh, love on them. So I decided I was going to give them a facelift. I do plan on selling these in my shop, and the base colors of my shop are black and white, and then I will switch out some other colors for each season. The paint I am using is Starless Night by Chalky Chicks. It's their blackest black and one of my favorite colors. Now that I've got them all painted, I plan on using Jami Ray Vintage Stencils, their new Vintage Halloween Stencils, and the new Jami Ray Stenciling brush. Here's a quick look at all of the stencils that come in the pack. First stencil I'm using is their Man in the Moon stencil, and I love this one. I'm using Hail by Chalky Chicks to paint my Man on the Moon. Hail has a tiny little bit of black in it and it covers well. I've decided to go back over again with yellow. This is Bee's Knees by Chalky Chicks, just to give a little bit of dimension to my coaster. I think that looks really cool. It looks like a fall harvest moon. Now that I have the yellow down, I'm going to go back over it one more time, and this time I'm using Normandy by Chalky Chicks, and this is a light gray color. Obviously you don't have to stencil over and over and over using different colors. I'm just experimenting and trying it out and seeing what I like. Melissa Morrow from Vintage Bee Design taught me how to stencil, and she said that if you do this technique, it just adds a little bit of shading and background color. So I just want to try it out. I'm going to use the 1/2-inch stenciling brush from Jami Ray Vintage, and I'm using the Vintage Halloween Stencil set, the witch that's flying over the moon. I think it looks pretty cool, and I'm going to go over it again like I had done with the Man in the Moon, and this time I'm going to do the colors reverse. I'm doing yellow first and then white over it. All of these stencils come in one set, and it's called the Vintage Halloween set, which you can purchase from my website, urbanlegendsantiques.com. I'm going to do this technique again with the owl, and I'm trying to have the stencil off just a little bit so it's not perfectly lined up with what I had painted previously, so I can get that nice cool shading effect. And now I have a little bit of that yellow peeking around the edges. And last up in the black is my little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. This stencil is actually too big for the coaster, so I'm only using the bottom of the stencil. I did 6 coasters in black as the base color, and now I've decided to do 2 gray, 2 yellow, 2 white as the base, and then mix around the other colors for these ones. So the gray covers really well. As you can see though, the yellow is streaky and required a second coat. Also, just to let you know, I did not pull out any extra brushes. I'm just using my stencil brushes to put the base coat down. That way I don't have to clean up extra brushes later. So this is the Raven from the Jami Ray Vintage Stencil pack, and I really like the Raven. I'm a fan of Edgar Allan Poe, so I was excited to pull this one out. When I saw this bird, I instantly thought of the Raven from Edgar Allan Poe, and then after I painted it, I had thought of the Birds movie from Alfred Hitchcock. It's perfect to reference either one. I really like the Man on the Moon stencil as well, so I'm just doing another one with the white background this time instead of the black, and I want to see how it looks. Looks good. I want to try out all of the stencils in this pack, and this is another one of the stencils from the Vintage Halloween pack. This is a witchy poo with her little witchy hat, and I was thinking as I was painting her that this would look really good with like a green background, like a bright green background, so she could have a green face. Kind of like the Wicked Witch of the West. This stencil has a little cat and a ghost on it, but I opted just to paint the black cat. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Urban Legends Antiques, and we have all of these items that I'm using today available to purchase on my website, urbanlegendsantiques.com. And these are all of my coasters now that they're done. I've let all the paint dry and I'm just checking them all out. So these are the Man in the Moon and the different types that I had tried. My Witchy Poo with her hat, the black cat. These are the owls I had done. This is a witch riding her broom. Oh, the raven, sorry. And then here's the witch riding her broom. It's time to clear coat, and as you can see, I have quite a few projects out here that I have done recently. We're getting ready to go to a market in October, and so we're just going to clear coat everything in one batch. And once these are clear coated, I'm going to let them cure for a couple days before I use them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and share with your family and friends. Okay, you guys, it's been a week since we've clear coated these coasters. I've been letting them cure, and now it's time to try one out. I've pulled out one of my Disney Villains collectible coffee cups to try out one of these coasters with. Which one of these coasters is your favorite? Comment below and let me know. I'm Jessie from Urban Legends Antiques, and thanks for coming along for the ride. These are just the backs of the coasters. See, they're nice coasters. Maleficent likes them too.